Hi there, my name is Alana, and today we're going to be talking about a brand that is new to me and new to Sephora, Merit Beauty. Now, Merit Beauty was founded by Katherine Power, who's also the mastermind behind Who What Wear and Versed Skincare. So, Merit Beauty, it's all about less is more. It is minimalist makeup. There's only 7 different products, although there is, of course, different shades in many of them, but 7 products available in the line, and it's meant to make an effortless 5-minute face. I'm wearing everything on my face right now. So here's the plan for the video. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Merit, then we are going to put this makeup on my face, then we are going to head in to some natural light, kind of a little natural light segment so you can see what it looks like in a more natural setting, and then we're going to do a wear test and some concluding thoughts. So let's get into it. So a few more things about Merit. So Merit is a higher end luxury price point available at Sephora. For us Canadians, most of the products are in the $30 to $40 price range. However, the foundation / concealer stick is at 49 Canadian dollars, which is pretty average for a higher end foundation product. These are listed as clean at Sephora. They are vegan, they are cruelty free, and one of my favorites, and something that I think a lot of you are going to appreciate, scent free. So if you have sensitive skin, then this is definitely a line that you should check out. So let's put this makeup on my face and then let's talk some more. So we're going to start off with the Perfecting Complexion stick, and I have it in the shade Silk. Now, one of the things that Merit Beauty is all about is less is more. So we're going to start with just a little bit of product, and then if we need more, we'll build it on. Let's make me look like a cat. I think that would be fun. Cute, a little down here, and then just a little here. And then I like a little extra coverage right there, right now. Now, we're going to use their brush to blend it all in. And what's neat about this product is it is the foundation, but it's also the concealer. It's kind of an all-in-one. Now, I did not opt for primer today, but I am wearing my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream as my moisturizer. So that's a nice thick moisturizer, and I think that if you are opting, personally for me as someone with dry skin, if you are opting for no primer, then I like to use a thicker concealer or moisturizer. One of the things they say with this product is that you're not supposed to really be able to tell what's skin and what's makeup. I am going to add just a little more coverage up here, a little in there, and then a little on my eyelids here just to even it out. So I think that looks really pretty buffed in. The finish almost reminds me of a powder foundation, but it is just so thick and creamy, and it really spreads out beautifully over my skin. So now let's do blush. So I have Terracotta for our cheek color. So I've just swiped a little bit on my cheek, and I'm going to use my fingers to blend it in. When I was experimenting with these products the other day, I used the brush, and I felt like using the brush on this really took away a lot of the color. And I do like a little bit of a stronger blush look. I also find generally with cream blushes that the color, it blends out and kind of fades out pretty easily. So I always like to do just a little bit more. And the shade is really pretty. It kind of reminds me of being that point between a blush and a bronzer. But what I am going to do is just take the brush and just sort of blend in the edges a little bit. There we go. So now we're going to go with the highlighter. This is a highlighting balm, and I have the shade Bounce. And you'll see. And what's really neat about it is you'd think it'd be a little bit more pigmented than it is, but it's super, super sheer, no glitter, and I just think, and see as I'm just trying my face, it just gives it that natural little bit of glow. It almost reminds me of like an upgraded Vaseline, but in a really nice way. This is super subtle, super lit from within. If you are somebody who values a blinding highlight, then this is not for you. But I am going to put a little bit on my eyes as well, just to help brighten them up a little bit. Tap it in with the fingers. So next up I have their volumizing brow pomade, and I have it in the shade brown. And I like that it's a nice warm brown. I love products like this for my brows when I'm just wanting to look a little bit more polished, a little bit more put together, but really quick. I will say that also I like products like this more when I'm able to have my brows done regularly, because I often get my brows both waxed and tinted, and then a product like this is great for, mix that up there, a little too much on the brush there. A product like this is really great when your brows are already in good shape to just make them that much better. So now we have their mascara, which is a lengthening black mascara in a really beautiful tube. So off the bat, this is a really soft mascara, but I think it goes with the overall vibe of the look. So now I'm going to use one of my favorite products in the line. This is the Tinted Lip Oil in Marrakech, which is just this beautiful sort of corally terracotta. And now that we are done our makeup, we can put everything in this cute little bag that they gave me. So this is the natural light sort of segment. As you can see, it looks so beautiful, so soft and natural, yet pretty and polished. I'm actually about to go into a client meeting right now. I really feel like it just looks really put together and healthy. So I think this is definitely a look that I would wear like to the office or to work for every day, maybe a weekend away, like visiting my parents whenever we can do that again. But just really pretty, understated, healthy, and I think beautiful for every day, which at the end of the day, isn't that kind of what we're all looking for makeup, especially here on this channel? So as you can see, it creates a really beautiful look. I think this look would be beautiful for work. I think if you are a busy professional, if you are someone who likes a look that is just polished, pretty, but not too much, then this is the line for you. I will say that if I could add 2 more products to their line, I would love to see a cream shadow as either a pencil or in a pot that could be applied with your fingers in a few just sort of neutral wash of color type of shades. And I would also love to see a bronzer. The blush I am wearing is sort of on that blushy bronzer line, but I would love to see them include those 2 additional products because I think they would do a really great job. Now, something you should know if you are going to buy from Merit Beauty, there are basically 2 choices. You can buy it on Sephora's website, which of course, great shipping options, free samples, etc., etc. But if you order from their website, your first order, you're going to receive this really neat sort of 90s retro feeling corduroy makeup bag. So you just untie it at the top and it's like a little sack. So you can see I've got all my Merit products in there, but you can fit so much more. And when you're done, you just tie it up and there you go. So on your first order from Merit, you will receive that bag for free and you will not receive it on subsequent orders. I think it kind of has like luxury little like Bottega sort of little pouch vibes. I think it's actually really cute and definitely has earned a place on my vanity. But I also think that bag would be so useful for weekends away or for travel. And I say weekends away, you know, imagining that we're not in this COVID world and that is a thing that we can do. But together, this makeup look really works really nicely together and is just exactly, I think, what you need if you're just going away for a weekend. You want something low stress, low effort, no fuss, just to look a little prettier and a little more polished. This line really does feel like Glossier for grown-ups and I'm totally here for it. So I'd say in terms of my favorite products, The foundation concealer stick is beautiful. My skin still looks like skin. You can see imperfections and a little bit of color still shining through. You can see freckles. You can see the things that make skin look like skin are still there. I also love the blush. It feels so comfortable on, just that nice flush of color. And I also obsessed with the lip oil. I will say I do want to get more of the blushes, but the lip oil, this color is so perfect, pretty peachy, a really nice pigment to it. Probably the most pigmented thing that I used in the whole line. And then I will just touch on the highlighter. Very nice, very soft, that Lip From Within glow. The mascara is not a mascara I would typically reach for. I normally like when my mascaras have a bit more volume and a bit more oomph to them, but I think it works really well with the more minimalist look. As for the brows, again, I normally, you guys see on my channel, I'm more of a brow pencil kind of girl. I like to fill it in a little more defined, but I think this is a really great on the go, super pretty looking. I will say that if we were in normal times, I'd be getting my brows waxed and tinted every 6 weeks, and when I'm in that routine, which I miss so much, then a little brow gel like this is all I need to feel pretty and polished. So I think if my brows, or maybe if you have a darker hair color, if my brows are like nearly invisible, then I think you'd really enjoy this. Overall, I think the look is beautiful, glowing, soft. I feel really pretty. I was recently on a Zoom call for work and I thought I looked really good and I didn't look overdone, you know? And I think that's what's really, sorry, I feel like my mirror here, I'm just like, I think that's what really just makes this line so beautiful. So when I link the products down below, there are gonna be links to Sephora if you wanna take advantage of all Sephora has to offer. But if you are interested in this pouch, I'm also gonna leave links directly to Merit's website and you can choose what's best for you. I know for me personally that it's not always about buying the product at Sephora, but it's knowing that a product is available at Sephora that for me just really validates the products. And maybe that's right and maybe it's wrong, but to me, knowing that a product's available at Sephora, whether I buy it there or not, it to me says that the product has value. It says that the product is of good quality. It says that the product is worthy of being sold at a store that only sells nice, expensive makeup, right? I mean, of course, Sephora products have their hits and misses, and we're all gonna have brands that work for us and brands that don't. But having a product available in Sephora for me is just a big validator. And of course, like there are great brands that are great before they're available at Sephora. There are great brands that aren't available at Sephora. But for me, when I'm experimenting with a new brand or I'm unsure about a product, just knowing it's available at Sephora, for me as a consumer, it just really sparks confidence in me. I'm not saying that's right, I'm not saying that's wrong, I'm not saying that's how it should be, but that's just how I feel as a consumer. One other thing I wanted to add is with this foundation, I love the way it is melted and just blended into my skin. Like it really just looks like my skin, but better. And I think minimalist makeup and, you know, this whole less is more idea, and you know, Merit is all about less is more, but I think minimalist makeup and the less is more idea is something that has really grown in recent years, and I think it's been just catapulted forward by COVID. You know, I think skincare is having its moment, which is great, and you know, I think, of course, having great skin, you're gonna make any makeup look great, but these kind of products, just that lighter coverage, softer, polished, pretty, I don't think that's ever going to go out of style. And even if it's out of trend, it's not going to go out of style. I think that these products would work on a variety of skin textures. So, you know, as we age, I think you're going to find these products look good. I think everyone looks good with just a little bit of makeup to give them that polished and pretty feel. And you guys know that here at Classy on the Run, you know, look, I love more glamorous looks, of course. It's me we're talking about. But I also love pretty, everyday appropriate looks that we can wear to work and we can wear out in real life. Because at the end of the day, to me, the makeup I want to share most with you is makeup that is pretty for every day, pretty for real life, and makes you feel good. And so this makeup makes me feel good. I feel super pretty right now. Okay guys, so again, you've seen the daylight. It looks gorgeous. What I'm gonna do is go about the rest of my day, and at the end of the day, we're gonna do a little bit of a wear test. We're gonna see how this makeup looks at the end of the day. We're gonna see how it wore, and yeah. Hey guys, so it is 10:40 p.m. Time to take my makeup off, time to go to bed. I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'm in my office. My husband is sitting like a foot and a half from me playing video games. So if you hear any clicking, that's his fault. So let's talk about how this makeup wore. Okay, so the mascara is, for me, still falling a little flat from the normal voluminous kind of really done up mascara that I like. But like I've said earlier in the video, it wears well with the look as a whole. Nothing looks out of place. And for me, when it comes to makeup, I think balance is so important, and it can be really tough to find that balance of products that work together. But I like to think of products in levels, right? Like for me, what I think looks the best is to just sort of be consistent, right? So if you're gonna do bold lips, like have a fuller coverage face, have the eyeliner. If you're going to do lighter coverage foundation, do something glossy. Just sort of be in the same category for coverage, I think, across the board, and it's always gonna work out well. So highlighter, you can still see, I hope it comes through on camera, there's just the tiniest bit of sheen still here, very healthy glow. I say across the board, well, I feel very tired right now. I don't think I look tired. I think I look healthy. Don't mind that my hair is nuts right now. But I think across the board, I just look like I have a healthy glow. Brows, again, very light coverage, have faded nicely. But I think the real superstar, I actually quickly was gonna say lips, like it's a lip gloss. Of course it's not still on 10 hours later. Duh. But let's talk about the foundation. It has, first of all, it wore into the skin very, very nicely. It feels very comfortable. My skin doesn't feel dry, which is great. You don't really see any creasing, any fine lines. It just settled into the skin very nicely. It warmed up on the skin very nicely and just had that full coverage, not full coverage, but covered my full face with a little bit of coverage. But it has faded into the skin very nicely. You can still see that there's a soft layer of product. And again, you still see freckles and things like that showing through on the skin. But it has really just blended nicely into the skin. I'm just like feeling it. It looks beautiful. My skin, fantastic. Blush, there's not really much remnants of it left. I think that would definitely be a product to touch up. You can still see a little bit of color here on my cheeks, but it's not really clear to me if that is just the natural color from my face that has sort of peeked through and the foundation sort of wore out nicely, or if that is the blush. But either way, the skin looks fantastic, and I have to say, I love how the gloss feels on my lips. I loved how the blush looked when I applied it and how it felt. But for me, the superstar is that foundation concealer stick. Absolutely fantastic. Looks great on my skin. I think this could very well be a new favorite for in the future when I can spend a weekend at my parents' place. But for easy, less coverage work from home looks. I think especially if I did the same foundation but added some bronzer and added maybe like a cream shadow, something like that, to just give a little more definition to the eyes, I think this could be a very Alana look. So I had a lot of fun trying Merit Beauty. Let me know down in the comments below if you're gonna check it out, if this has piqued your interest. Again, I know I've said this before, but for me, when a brand is available at Sephora, that just really validates the quality for me and validates that it's something I want to try. And maybe that's fair, maybe that's not, but for me as a consumer, that is definitely a vote of confidence in my books. So I've enjoyed this makeup. I love that it is sensitive skin friendly. I love the idea of less is more. And I think that is very much where makeup is heading in 2021. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.